Hey there, viewers! We all know about the importance of diet and how it helps your body function. But when it comes to diabetes prevention, you need to be extra careful. Tiny little diet changes can make a world of difference. Today, we'll be discussing foods that affect your insulin resistance. Do non-starchy veggies help? What about meat and protein? How bad is eating out at restaurants? We're talking all of that and more. Before we dig into the preferred food items, let's quickly go over what insulin resistance is. Insulin is a hormone that helps the body soak up glucose and keep blood sugar levels in check. Insulin resistance makes it difficult for your cells to absorb glucose. Insulin resistance occurs when your body cells don't take in insulin properly. With time, insulin resistance can cause multiple health problems, including persistent high blood sugar levels and cell damage to the eyes, organs, muscles, and limbs. People with insulin resistance are often diagnosed with prediabetes, which can lead to type 2 diabetes if not managed carefully. Particular diets and other lifestyle choices can increase your chances of insulin resistance. So what food choices are good for you in this situation? Number 1. Non-starchy vegetables. These refer to vegetables with low carb content. They usually contain 5 grams of carbs with every 100 grams of weight. Non-starchy vegetables are very healthy diet choices. A healthy diet includes multiple servings of non-starchy vegetables every day. Generally speaking, the more non-starchy vegetables you eat, the better. Experts recommend you eat at least 3 servings of non-starchy veggies every day. Some of the most commonly consumed non-starchy vegetables are asparagus, cabbage, green beans, broccoli, peppers, and onions. Plan your meals around them and eat as much as you want to. Non-starchy vegetables contain vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients. Studies consistently show that following the recommended non-starchy vegetable intake can reduce the risk of health problems like high blood pressure, heart disease, and even cancer. Lots of non-starchy vegetables are strongly recommended for people struggling with insulin resistance or diabetes. Which non-starchy vegetable is your favorite? Sound off in the comments section and start a conversation with our bestie community. Number 2. Meat and protein. Protein doesn't increase blood sugar or insulin levels. Things like fish, poultry, soy, and cheese are called protein foods. The biggest difference between these group of foods is the fat content and the number of carbs in vegetarian proteins. Experts recommend eating 1 portion of protein per meal. To overcome insulin resistance, you should add lean protein to your diet. Plant foods are often rich in high-quality protein, healthy fat, and fiber. However, make sure you read the label for their fat and carbs. Black beans, red beans, and pintos are considered good plant-based protein providers. Legumes, such as baked and roasted beans, hummus, and falafel can also be part of the insulin resistance diet. Avoid fried foods. Remove fat visible in beef and pork. Don't eat chicken, turkey, or fish skin. Usually, the fat content is lower in the light yellow cheese, such as mozzarella or Parmesan. Try to eat fish at least 2 times a week. Choose the kind with high omega-3 fatty acids. These include herring, mackerel, rainbow trout, sardine, and salmon. You might also want to try tofu. It's best to limit your red meat intake as the saturated fats are too high. Processed meats such as ham, bacon, and sausages also contain high amounts of saturated fat and sodium. If you want to eat them, please choose the leanest options like lean beef chuck, ribs, or beef tenderloin. You can also try eating lamb chops. Pretty tasty. Just remember to limit your beef, lamb, and pork intake. Stick to skinless chicken or turkey. Egg whites are also good for improving insulin resistance. Looking for answers on all the latest health and wellness news? Hit that subscribe button and join our millions of followers. Stay up to date on all of our great bestie content. Number 3. Fruits. Fruits contain carbohydrates. However, these carbs give them natural sweetness as well as fiber. To incorporate fruit into an insulin resistance diet, you can use them as desserts during meals. Experts recommend adding 1 cup of fruit to your diet. Keep in mind that sweet fruits with low fiber, such as bananas, pineapples, grapes, watermelons, and raisins, should be eaten in small amounts, not as snacks. Fruits are packed with vitamins and minerals. You can go for either frozen or fresh fruit. However, fresh is always the better option. Avoid canned fruits or canned fruit juices, as these can increase your blood sugar levels just as fast as soda. Switch sweets with your favorite fruit to control your cravings. You can add fresh berries to a non-fat yogurt as a healthy dessert. Don't forget that fruits contribute to your everyday carb levels. For an insulin resistance diet, you can include apples, dried apricots, cherries, oranges, blueberries, and other fruits. Don't miss out. Before we move ahead, here's another video you might like. Watch and learn what eating dark chocolate can do to your body. Now, back to our talk on insulin resistance. Number 4. Dairy products. These will make your bones and teeth stronger. Opt for yogurt, skimmed milk, low-fat or sugar-free milk without the fat. Avoid consuming whole-fat yogurt and milk. If you're lactose intolerant, you can try unsweetened alternatives such as fortified soy, almond, or rice milk. Milk is a natural source of carbs. Despite this, 2 to 3 servings daily are recommended as it's an excellent source of calcium and other nutrients. 1 serving refers to 1 cup. Choose skimmed milk or 1% as the other types of milk have more fat and calories. Dairy products, especially their whey proteins, are said to have positive effects on glucose metabolism by improving insulin sensitivity. You don't need any special foods for the insulin resistance diet. Simply limit the consumption of unhealthy fats, sugar, meat, and starches. Eat more vegetables, fruits, whole grains, fish, and lean meats. Now, it may be hard at first, but you'll eventually become healthier. Let's flip things over and talk about a couple choices that aren't great for you. Number 5. Beverages. There are several important diabetes-related issues to consider when choosing what to drink. If a person has diabetes, it's important to avoid drinks with excessive sugar content. This does nothing but spike your blood sugar levels. Avoid canned fruit juice. Several sugar-free drinks contain sugar substitutes that contribute to health problems and increase body weight, regardless of the sugar content. The lack of sugar and calories doesn't necessarily make diet soda a better drink for people trying to overcome insulin resistance. A recent study linked both sugar-sweetened and artificially sweetened drinks to an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Another study found that people who drink 1 to 2 sugary beverages per day have a 26% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes than those who don't. If you drink sugary beverages because you want to be refreshed, have some carbonated water. For sweetness, try adding a splash of fruit juice. This can include lime, lemon, or grapefruit. The combination is rich in nutrients and rehydrates your body. Unsweetened tea is also a tasty alternative for people who drink sodas. It boosts your caffeine. Avoiding or significantly limiting these drinks can help moderate blood sugar levels. Number 6. Eating at restaurants. Insulin resistance diet or not, fast food isn't something you should eat on the regular. Once in a while is fine. Just know that one meal gives you a boatload of fat and carbohydrates. If you're trying to lose weight, stay away from the burgers and fries. When dining out at a restaurant, order lean meat, vegetables, or salads. Avoid things like pastas, potato, bread, and desserts. If you eat a large meal, a 30 to 60-minute walk is recommended after. This way, you avoid a rise in blood sugar and insulin levels. Now, this doesn't mean you need to miss all the fun and skip the party. Just choose snacks that are fresh, raw vegetables. Control the amount of alcohol or sugary drinks you take. Have some flavored water. The key to successful insulin resistance is to limit the harmful foods and replace them with healthier options as often as possible. Sometimes the occasional treat can help a person satisfy their sweet tooth and focus on adjusting their diet. By following a high-fiber, plant-based, low-sugar diet, a person can gradually improve their insulin sensitivity. Working out every day is also an important factor in improving insulin resistance. Walking after a meal and being active for the rest of the day can improve your blood sugar control significantly. There are several delicious alternatives for an insulin resistance diet. Here's what you need to know. Check out 14 ways to improve your insulin sensitivity, or how about 7 ways to manage blood sugar spikes. Go ahead and click one, or better yet, watch both and learn how little lifestyle changes can reduce your risk of disease. Do you or anyone you know suffer from insulin resistance? Let us know in the comments below.